Yo, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yehoshua, this is Sound Some YYBY. Let me give y'all some Jews right quick. All right. Before I even get started on this video, I first want to say clearly, I don't like subscriptions. I don't like using subscriptions, and I'm not trying to, and I'm not going to, right? I like having a license to the dog, right? The only way I use a subscription, if I go completely broke or in a situation where, I don't have no money on the level where I can't afford to buy the dog. If I get to that point, I need to be focusing on more than just a damn dog. So, I like to have the dog license, just in case, because when you get to a point where you can't afford a subscription, you can't use the dog at all because you don't have a license. Well, when you only doing the subscription, y'all get what I'm saying? Like when you stop paying that subscription, you can't use nothing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You get the dog and you get the plug-in and everything, but but when I'm in a situation where things all, financially go for me or something like that, the Most High willing, I still have my license to try to find ways to still make revenue. That's why I like the license. Okay, to each his own. Because a subscription is really good. It's a good concept for those right now who saying like, I want to use this for temporary to see what it's like, and then once I get done, I don't have to pay for it no more. I don't need it no more. It's gone. I can go to something else. Hop into that. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because I got dogs that I bought licensed out, like Bitwig, Studio One. I got plenty of other dogs that I bought straight out. That I don't even use Bitwig no more. I got the license, and it's hard to sell the license to somebody for some reason. I don't know damn why. It's easy to sell it, where they can switch everything, But anyway, that's another story. So I'm stuck with it. I can't get no money for it. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't get no money for it. That's the point what I'm saying. It's not like you got a cell phone, you got a new iPhone or a new Android or something like that. You take care of it, you don't use it no more. You can sell it and get some money from it, So it's kind of hard to sell the software like that, man, and the plugins for some reason. I don't know why. But that's why I like the license, if that makes sense. So I want to say that clearly. All right, now I'm responding to some cool guys who think that maybe I don't understand what Reason is doing, or because or they think that I don't understand what the subscription work, how the subscription works, or what Reason purpose is. They feel like Reason is forcing them to a hole, forcing them to do A, B, C, and D. Let's get something clear. Well, ain't nobody forced me to do a damn thing, bro. I do what the hell I want to do. I pay what I want to pay for. I know what I need. You get what I'm saying? Like I know what I need. And I also understand business. And in order for a company to keep going, and I know y'all want Reason to keep going, they have to make money, okay, to their need. And then on top of that, you got a choice to buy it or not. If a person don't understand that explains a lot about you don't have no business about yourself. As a producer, you probably got nothing going on. You just a fanboy. You just a person who just do it for a hobby, and that's fine too. But based on what you're in, it shows the thought process of people. Listen to my keywords, what I'm saying. So, but this is the response of those who say certain things and thinking I'm not clearly understanding. This is love. This is not a bite. But I want to give y'all some Jews because they saying, well, do you know how the subscription work and everything? Yeah. So, but I want to break something down to y'all. Check this out. So, the subscription, you get everything. If anybody new who come in by 13, or anybody from an older version who never had the suite. Think about what I just said, the suite. You never got the suite. You from 10, you from version 11, you from 9, and you never got the suite. The suite is all the extra plugins, all the extra stuff, right? You never got the suite. So now when you upgrade to version 12 or 13, you don't get that, right? And they're like, nah, that's not fair. That's not right. Oh, man, we should get more and everything, blah, blah, blah. But hold up, pause. I agree. We still should get more features, based on the price they sold it for. They still should have gave you a little bit more. I'm in agreement with that. But at the same time, I'm a realist, too. So I understand business, okay? And I understand what I need and what I want. It ain't, I get it about everybody else, but I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for what another person really need. But when they responded to me, then I can only tell them about what my perspective, right? So y'all came from y'all in those versions still to this day, 9, 10, 11, and you never upgraded and you never got the suite. So when you get 13, you don't get no suite, right? But if you do the racket, if you pay for the subscription, you get all that. And they like, that's not fair, because they got to try to find ways to make money. And then on top of that, they have those certain instruments inside of rack extensions for sale. They give discounts all the time. What's the problem? You too cheap to pay for it, because y'all pay for a lot of the third party plugins that you use inside Reason, unless y'all cracking them, unless y'all broke on that too, unless it's either you cracking them. But if you're paying money for the third party plugins, you're using all those in Reason, but you want Reason to give they third party stuff for free. So it's like, that sound like a user, sound like you entitled because you own a license. Like, nah, man, that's not how it works, bro. Because the thing is that in order for them to run and keep going, what you want them, you should want them to, they got to make money. Now, I get it. I got a choice to buy the shit or not. They ain't gonna make me buy nothing. The only way I have a problem, if Reason force our hand to on the subscription to a level where, where they say, what, we not making the DAW no more, and it's only the plugin, then I'm done with Reason. I'm done with Reason, because I like the plugin, but I don't use the plugin. I like to use the DAW. I prefer to use it that way. So, but now let's keep going. So people saying it's not fair. They not getting enough for what they pay for when they pay the $199, stuff like that. It used to be cheaper, like $120 something if I'm correct, $129 if I'm correct, and they're not giving enough features, A, B, C, and D. They're trying to force people to go to the subscription. Well, they can't force you to do nothing. You got a choice, right? Because most likely you still on 11 and 12, or 10, 11, and 12, right? Two, them going to the subscription, that's our reason to able to make consistent money, because when you own the license of the DAW, you're not paying no more money, right? You just get free updates, right? Whatever update they give it to you for free, right? And they don't make no more money from license owners until the newer version come out, or they go on the joint on the they put a new plugin, which is some of the suite plugins on rack extensions, and then y'all go to rack extensions and y'all pay for it, or y'all buy some of the other third party so-called rack extensions plugins on rack extensions. So that's how they're able to make consistent money. So for example, if Reason came out version 14 and everybody's all license owners, version 14, and they sold it, they gave it to you half off, regardless of what the price is. $199 is still half off. Whatever the price is, they give you half off. They don't sell it to you for the full price now. They sell it to you for half off, regardless of what you want to complain about, right? They don't even got to do that, but they sell it to you for half off, all licensed users. And they haven't, let's say hypothetically, they haven't brung a version out for the next 3-4 years. They haven't made no more money, bro. The next dollar that's coming in, they still got to pay people. They still got to pay their workers. They still got to pay their updaters. They got to still pay their devs, A, B, C, and D. So as all that time, they haven't made nothing. Even to bring out a newer version, then to work on and bring out a newer version, you have to have money to start doing that. y'all ain't getting it, bro. Like, y'all don't get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't knock the subscription. I'm not mad at it. I get it why they adding the newer stuff, more stuff on there for people that don't want to go over there. But this is the part that y'all missing, because Reason was being righteous with that. And this is the part that flew over your heads. This is the part that flew over your heads, man. The same way y'all complaining about the $199 right now for version 13, saying there's not enough features and they trying to force you A, B, C, and D, whatever your reasons are, because I see a lot of different things people say, and some people got valid points. Yo, bro, I had version 10 at this time. When version 10 was out, I had version 10. Reason sent me an email, and they sent to everybody else, and they said, if I upgrade, if I buy 11 with the suite. No, I'm sorry. 12 was coming out at this time. I had 10, 12 was coming out this time. And the reason why I didn't want to buy, I wasn't going to upgrade 11 because it wasn't supporting 4K HI DPI. That's very important to me. I got 4K screens, 4K computer, and I know that stuff not gonna function right. That's what I was experiencing with some other dolls, and plus it looked good. It's remarkable. And having a doll like Reason has a rack and supporting 4K, y'all don't know what y'all missing far as just visual looking at it all day long. Eye candy, right? So I said, I'm not upgrading 11. I'm gonna just go back to Studio One and stuff like that. I love Reason, but I'm gonna go back to Studio One because they don't support 4K HI DPI. So there you go. If it ain't, that was a feature that I had to have. You get what I'm saying? Like, and some other features, that's a feature that I had to have. I got things that I gotta have, and I got deal breakers. No, not deal breakers. I got things that I want, but it's not a deal breaker. I still can get the job done, A, B, C, and D, because I learned that every doll has pros and cons, bro, and y'all still gonna complain about something with every doll. That's what everybody. You go on YouTube right now. Everybody complain about their doll, about something, right? So it goes back to what you're doing, what skills you got, what's your purpose, what's your hobby, like what exactly what you do. Then based on what you do is what you need. So now to get off the subject. So 10, they said if I buy 12, no, if I buy 11 with the suite. Now get it right. They said if I buy 11 with the suite, I get 12 for free. Bro. And it was only $129. Even if it was $199, I still was going to pay for that because 12 was coming out with the 4K HI DPI. That's number one. Two, every new plugin they gave me in the suite, it was way worth $199 anyway. $129. Hell, it was worth the whole original price of Reason. Because most of their plugins be like $100, right? When they first come out. So the whole suite, go back and look at what the suite was. So the whole suite, as soon as they did it, I said bet. And then I'm getting 12 for free. What the fuck? How much y'all want? Yo, y'all missed that. Y'all ain't missed that. People were too stubborn to upgrade. I ain't upgrading because 12 ain't giving enough, or 12 ain't, or they just doing that. Or they don't even got VST3 and blah, 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 blah. And then Reason said they was going to add the VST3 in there. We don't even got it yet. You know what I'm saying? We got to wait to get it. So a lot of people didn't upgrade the version 12. I talked to them to this day. They still got version 11, right? Some got 12, but they don't have the suite. They didn't hop on the bandwagon because they were still crying about the damn price, bro. And the price was only $129 at that time. To get the whole suite. Yo, you pay for 11 and then y'all adding 4K HI DPI for 12 and y'all gonna give me 12 for free? Just like how they just did this. They say if you buy the doll between a certain time, you'll get 13 for free. Yo, man, people, man, let me tell you something, man. Don't get me twisted. When it comes to features, I get it. You need what you need. When it comes to features, I get that part. That's not a debate about that. If the doll don't have enough features for you, then don't use it. Go to somewhere else, bro. Because every doll you're gonna complain about. I'm telling you. I know I got every damn dog on PC, bro. I know the difference of these shits. I got the pros and cons. I say I'm tired. I went through this for since 2017, just 2017. I've been testing dogs for years, since 2000. But I was spending so much money with plugins, dolls, this and that. Try this, try that. Video, this versus this doll versus this doll, pros and cons. Yeah, and I still do it sometime now, but it's stopping my creativity, stopping me from getting things done, and realizing that shit, it's all about what I know end of the day anyway. Because I can get it done on any of them. It's just all about what's more important to me, right? So, y'all missed that train. So now, by you don't have the suite, if you upgrade to 13, you don't get the suite. So you're like, I gotta pay for it. But now if you pay for the subscription, you get the whole suite in 13. But y'all was being petty and cheap at that time. Still cheap, right? Didn't want to pay the $129. Somebody's not worth the same thing y'all doing now. So Reason upgraded and went up on their price, $199. Now, this is the thing. They went up, but peep this though. When you pay the subscription, if you pay monthly, I think, let me get it right. When you pay the subscription monthly, first you start with the $1, and then I think it's like, I want to tell y'all the story. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see. How do I subscribe? No, what's that? Where is that? Hold on, where is that? Is this it right here? I won't be showing y'all the screen right quick because I'm gonna have the whole screen covered on the whole jump when I'm talking. But I'm on Reason's website. If y'all don't know, I'm trying to find the part, but it's I think it's like, man, where is that, man? Reason version is cool. I just had it up. Which version is cool? Okay, hold on. Okay, here you go. The monthly subscription is $19.99, $20 a month, right? Peep this. For a year, it's $199. So that means that if you don't pay after that year, then you don't get to use Reason, right? But if I pay $199 for the license, I get to use it regardless of what the situation is. Yeah, you might get more in the subscription, but a lot of the time, 9 times out of 10, people who got the subscription either got it because one, they been cheap or they can't afford it. They've been cheap and they can't afford it, or listen to the keywords I'm saying. If the shoe fit, wear it. It's either they've been cheap or they can't afford it, or it's a temporary thing. They just don't want to go and buy a license and not for sure if they want to use it. They want to just go tap into it and see what they do, or they just a person who just only want to use the rack, in another dog because they like the rack. You feel what I'm saying? So it's many reasons, but the point is that once you stop paying the subscription, then you can't use it. See, but the thing is that for us as the license owners, we have the rack also. So I'm cool. I'd rather have the license. But again, it's pros and cons to the subscription and the dog. It's help everybody needs, but I get it. People mad about the part that the subscription getting more because they need to make money, bro. Y'all had a chance to get the 11 suite and y'all didn't. And don't say, listen, don't say that you didn't know. Don't say, if you didn't know, that means that you're not tapped into reasons like that. You're not tapped into reason like that because there's nowhere in the hell, because people who tapped into reason, they watch the reasons videos. They subscribe to them. They go to their page and check new information. They send the messages, ABC. When y'all gonna update some new stuff, man? All these things, they stay in tune with it. So because they invest their money in it, and reason will respond back to you. So, and I get all type of stuff all the time. Or you just not checking your emails, but they got it, and they sent it to us. And I seen a lot of people at that time. I remember going to everybody's pages because I always read comments. I go down the comments on people's pages all the time. People still crying about that. Because the only difference with the subscription and the license owner is that if you don't have the suite, you get the suite and the subscription. But those who had owned 9 and 10 was willing to upgrade 11 for 12 and get it free. They didn't do it. I hopped on that shit like, man, when they sent me that, man, I hopped on that so quick because I knew that was a deal beyond a deal. They don't get no better than that. And y'all still crying about the price they charge for $199? Like, damn, bro, like what y'all want them to go out of business or something? Like $199 ain't no damn money. It's a couple 20s, man. Like you feel me? I can't tell you what it's not money to you, but what I'm saying is that if y'all willing to pay $129, that's not far from $199. Another 320s. $200, man. So I'm not bringing up this video about trying to tell you what you should do and upgrade. I'm just trying to enlighten you to give you a different perspective and an understanding about what's going on from my rear view, for what I'm seeing. Like I told you, I won't be forced to use anything because I'm gonna use what I want to use. I spend my own money what I want to spend my money on. So they can't force me to use no subscription. Now, if they sit here and say, well, we're not making a doll no more, then I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a problem. Now, the question is since those who have the subscription and Reason come out with new stuff and new things, of course, the subscription gonna get it, and they're gonna charge us. Maybe charge us if they come out with a new plugin, a new this or new that, whatever it is, they might charge us in rack extensions. I'm cool with that, bro. Because 9 times out of 10, I really got everything that I already need. But if they come out with new features, like new update with features or something like that, they not charging us for that. So what you complaining about? And then if you got version 11 and 10, you're definitely not getting those upgrades. So you complaining about not getting upgrades. You say you wasn't about to upgrade to 13 because they don't have certain features or you're not getting certain features. Well, you're definitely not getting it now. You might just stay right where you at. And then those who saying that, Reason got worse. No, it haven't, man. It got better over the years. They just slow with upgrading certain features that other dolls, added to their doll. And then y'all would say, well, one thing about FL Studio give you for life updates. Then take your ass to FL Studio then, because you over here using Reason. You like that. They two different companies. They do what they do, and they serve a purpose of what they're doing. It's like y'all crazy. It's just like coming into a person's studio in my recording studio. And I'm telling you my prices of how much I charge, A, B, C, and D. It's already up there. You already seen it. Before you came to the studio, you already seen the prices. We already agreed to what you priced. Matter of fact, you booked the session. And then when you get here, you want to tell me what another engineer do in this studio. Then take your ass to this other studio then. Fuck you doing here? Like, because I'm YYBY. I do what I do. I don't got nothing to do with him. In that case, why you didn't stay with him? You're not with him for a reason, right? Because if it was that good, you would have stayed where it was at. You can't make this stuff up. So I'm giving y'all an analogy of something, even regardless of how I say it. because it's real. But I'm saying that it's either whatever DAW you're using, it bars down to what's very important for you when it comes to features, what's important to you, what you really need, right? And what you really don't need. Oh, I want that, but I really don't need it though. I still can do this, or I can still get the job done. But this I really gotta have. And if it don't got that, I ain't using it. Cause I'm like that too. I'm a producer first, engineer second, recording, mixing, and mastering. I record a lot of artists. But the thing is, by me having that production first, because Reason provides some of the best production tools, it get a little weak on the mixing side, on certain parts like that, or multitasking things like that. But I still can get all that shit done because my main, the main objective is the production part. Because when I make music, Reason got so many tools and so many options to get good shit out real quick compared to any other DAW that make beats. I'm telling you now, even better than FL Studio. I'm sorry. FL Studio dope. They come in second. Ableton Live dope too when it come to making beats. But when it come to tools and creativity, it ain't fucking with Reason. Now, when it come to Bitwig got some crazy tools when they're making beats. Is on a whole nother level. But the thing with Bitwig, they don't even have audio to MIDI. They don't even have a built-in pitch correction like Reason. So those two things that I gotta have, like the built-in pitch correction, gotta have. Because if they're not supporting ARA, what's the point? Then what we talking about? Because again, do y'all understand what ARA is? If you don't have that in your DAW, if they don't have a built-in pitch correction, and then you're mixing a lot of people's music, and they don't support ARA, do you know the process how it's gonna take, how long it's gonna take for you to tune all those vocals? Don't let it be 30, 40, 50 tracks. You I don't blame you. See, something like that, I'm like, nah, if they don't got built-in pitch correction, they gotta have ARA. And Bitwig don't have no ARA and don't have no built-in pitch correction. Studio One support ARA, they the first ones who started it. Cubase got support ARA and got built-in pitch correction. You see what I'm saying? So Reason already had that for a while now. So it's a lot of things that it do have. So those are certain tools that I gotta have. Getting chords right. Like I play piano, but I'm not to a level where I can get on the stage and play. But I'm good with notes. I know I got the ear for music. I was born into it. I play stuff. So sometimes I need substitution, a little help with something. Boom, boom. And when you got the quarter and you got the scales and chords and Reason, that shit is superb, wonderful, man. On levels, like just certain tools, the bass line, all the players on there. Like, so a lot of DAWs don't have that on that level. They got MIDI tools, but not on that level. Cubase got MIDI tools. They ain't all that. Studio One MIDI tools, corny. Bitwig MIDI tools, dope. Ableton Live MIDI tools, decent. But Bitwig is better. I can keep going. Sonar, ain't all that. They gotta go get third-party stuff. I'm talking about the built-in stuff that's already in the DAW. Y'all gotta go buy third-party stuff and spend all this money on that and download all these softwares and just to use the software, use the plugin, and the plugin software give you problems all the time. As soon as you load up your DAW, ready to create something, oh, you got a problem with one of your plugins, you can't use it right now. You about to do a damn session. I hate those softwares like iLok and stuff like that. I get it why they use it. I understand that, but I don't like that process. That's why I'm glad I can wipe all that stuff off my computer. And your computer function better without that shit anyway. It runs more smoother. Your DAWs open faster. All type of stuff. The less plugins you take off that shit, the better it works. That's what I'm saying with you. You see a difference. Your DAW run more smoother. Ain't taking no less CPU. All these daggone DAWs run. You open up your DAW using about 20 different third-party plugins, and each one of these plugins have their own software they gotta run at the same time that your DAW is running. As soon as you open up the plugins, you got waves. They got their certain software that you got to download. You got Terrace. They got their certain software that you got to download. You got iLock, whoever use iLock. Keep going. I know I've been messing with this shit for years. Since 1999. I was a plugin crazy person. Crack plugins and then start buying my plugins. You know, it was only right. The people making their stuff had to invest into it. But when I bought the plugins, I got a lot of plugins to this day that I bought over the years and I don't use them. And nobody ain't trying to buy them either. I wish I can sell them. All type of dope plugins. From Waves, Wave Arts. You know, hit me up. Save you some money. Real cheap. But give you a license to it. Give you the whole license to it. Switch it over. Sign up to yourself and change everything yourself. Whatever how you want to do it. You know, I got Bitwig. I give it to you very cheap. You know, if you like Bitwig and all that, you know, Bitwig dope as hell when it comes to creativity. When it comes to sound design, oh, they dope too. They just don't do video, right? You know, just like Reason don't do video, but at least it's an app called VidPlay that you can use the use and Reason. So again, every dog got their pros and cons. It's about what's important to y'all, man. And guess what? You have the right to feel what you feel when it comes to Reason, what they're doing. But you got a choice to buy it or not. The fuck you complaining for? Fuck you going to my pages and the other brothers' pages complaining and crying all day about what Reason ain't doing. But then again, you turn around, you still using it. Just giving the pros and the cons compared to crying and complaining is two different things. Yeah, I'm not saying don't feel no kind of way because I want certain features too. But is it a deal breaker for me? Like, for example, like they say, like, we don't have chase notes. Okay, that's a dope feature to have. I like chase notes. It's very important to have. But what about the times that we didn't have chase notes? In any dog. Then on top of that, I'm going to do a video later for chase notes that you're simple. Instead of creating that long note on chase notes, you do it in a small increment. And then you just copy that down into the 4 bars or copy that down repeatedly into the 8 bars. And so now when you decide to go in a certain place, it's going to play it. Simple. You see how I was able to get around that? That's what I'm talking about. Certain features that's not available, you still can get around and get it accomplished. I got a video for that. I'm going to put it at the top on my page. This is YYBY. Peace.